Hey guys, it's me, Julian Greystoke. I am wearing my Nintendo shirt. Not really for any reason, I'm just wearing it. Nigel is here, by the way. Today we are doing a tag, which I have not prepared any answers for, so this could get interesting. It is the Nope book tag. This is the sort of tag for me. I will link the original creator of the Nope book tag in the doobly-doo. As usual, I have sort of modified the wording of some of these questions because I'm a rebel, what can I say? Let's get started, shall we? The first question is an ending that made you go nope. So, okay, because I haven't prepared any answers ahead of time, I'm just going to say the first thing that pops into my head, and I am going with the epilogue from Harry Potter. The happy families, look how happy and well-adjusted we are and everyone's paired off epilogue is not my favorite thing, and we really could have done without it. The next one is a nope protagonist. A protagonist that you didn't really like. Obviously the first one that pops into my head is Triss from Divergent. I know I promised I wasn't going to use her as my answer anymore, so let me think if there's anybody else. Okay, for my real answer, I decided to go with Shazi from The Wrath and the Dawn. Links hopefully in the doobly-doo to my review of that. She really disappointed me because I have always imagined Scheherazade having to be a really exceptional person to be the only one to get this king to not kill her with her storytelling. And instead, the Scheherazade we get is painfully average. No, she's dead. She is so dead. The next one is a series that turned out to be a huge pile of nope. I'm definitely going to have to go with the Queen of the Tearling series. I enjoyed the first book, but the second one I thought was terrible. And I will not be reading the next one in the series. Hopefully there will be links in the doobly-doo to my review of at least the second book, if you want to see me tear it apart and find out why I hated it. The next question is a ship that makes you say nope. That one's easy. That is Kel and Lila from A Darker Shade of Magic series. I don't feel their chemistry at all. I don't like them together. I love them as friends. That ship is a big old nope from me. Nope, nope, nope. A nope plot twist. For this, we're going to go with a book I read fairly recently that is A Girl at Midnight, where the plot twist was the most cliched, predictable thing. Like, seriously, start reading that book, think to yourself for a few minutes what is the most cliched thing that could happen, and you're probably right. The next question is a character decision that made you want to grab them and shout, nope! For this one, I'm going to go with many of the choices made by our lead character in the book Shadow Scale, which is the second book in the duology after Seraphina. I really enjoyed Seraphina. I did not so much like Shadow Scale, and a big part of that was because I felt like the main character was changed from who she used to be. She used to be clever, she used to be deceptive, she used to do what she had to do to get shit done, and in the second book she makes some really dumb decisions. I also have a review of that. Future me is gonna hate me for all of these links that I'm gonna be putting in the doobly-doo. The next one is a nope genre, meaning a genre that you'll never reach for, and I decided to go with erotica for this one because erotica just is not my thing. I don't even like regular sex scenes in books, so you bring me a book that's mostly just that, and I just nope right out of there. The next one is a book format that makes you go nope and wait for a better format. My favorite format to read a book in is the recorded book version. I don't have a lot of time to sit down and read. I know, welcome to adulthood, am I right? But I do have a job that allows me to listen to recorded books as I work, so I get a lot of books read that way, and that is my preferred format. A format that I will avoid is probably those big chunky hardcovers, because if I'm gonna like bring a book with me, I need something that can be carried easily, opened easily. The next one is a nope trope. Trope on a rope. Y'all know that I have some problems with tropes. So the question is, which one do I pick for this? I guess it's a trope, and it's one that keeps coming up and that I have a real problem with, and I might make a video about later, and that is women in fantasy stories getting to use bows, and that's pretty much it. This notion that if you're a female character, you can handle a bow, but not anything else for some reason, drives me insane. The next question is an overhyped nope. A book that is super hyped, but you won't read it. That is going to be the A Court of Thorns and Roses series. I can just tell that it's not going to be my thing. Sometimes I still get conned into reading that type of book, and I always regret it later, and I'm not going to let the hype get me into this, I just know it's not gonna be my thing. The next one is a nope pet peeve. I don't know exactly what that means. Is that like something that a lot of authors do that annoys me? Is it the same as a trope or a cliche? Oh, I'll tell you a pet peeve. This is probably stupid of me, but I don't like it when characters ask a question and then the author uses said after it. Have you seen the cat? Said Dave. To me it should be, have you seen the cat? Asked Dave. Now maybe I'm just insane, but I prefer that asked be used after a question is asked versus said. It's a pet peeve of mine. I don't understand it either. The next one is a nope love interest, a person or type that should not be a love interest. This one is easy. I am so sick of the bad boy with a heart of gold. Basically, it's just an excuse for some abusive douchebag who has damage to control and abuse a female character until she feels sorry enough for him to date him. I know we like the idea of a person who is deeper, who we can get to know, who has hidden soul pain. But why do they have to be an abusive jackwipe as well? The next question is a book that's a big old nope. A book you feel should never have existed. I believe all books do have their uses, even books like Twilight and 50 Shades of Grey. I will freely admit that those books were sort of a gateway drug to get people into reading more books and possibly better books. However, books that I feel should not exist are books like the 50 Shades of Grey retold from Grey's perspective. That is just a blatant money grab that we did not need. The world did not need that. The next one is a nope villain. Now this could mean a villain that you were really afraid of, but I personally take it to mean a villain who didn't do a very good job. I'm going to kind of just answer this with a general trope of villain. I'm hugely not a fan of the bully archetype. Naturally, you see it a lot in stories that are set in schools. There's always this character who is just, their only personality trait is that they are a cruel, vindictive asshat. That is it. And I am just sick of it. That is a lazy villain. The next one is a death that made you cry. No! I'm in favor of authors killing off characters when appropriate. However, I recently read Salt to the Sea, which is a book that you know is going to end with a ship sinking and lots of characters dying. And the ones that lived were the ones I didn't like, and the ones that died were the ones that I did like. The next one is an author you read and said nope, and you decided to avoid in the future. That is definitely going to have to be Veronica Roth. I tried. I gave you a fair chance, Veronica Roth, and in my opinion, you are just not a very good writer. If you want to read my review of Carve the Mark, which is probably going to be the last Veronica Roth book that I will read, links to that in the doobly-doo. And that is all for the Nope book tag. I loved it because, of course, I love being negative. Y'all know that about me. Remember that I post new videos here Mondays and Fridays. And I hope to see all of you again next time for whatever it is we happen to be doing next time. Bye!